Welcome to Seals on the Move. I'm Alex Seals.
And I am Rosie Seals.
We're taking you on a tour of a hotel smack dab in the middle of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Clarion Inn near Island Drive. Join us for a room tour, a trip to the pool, a look at the hotel, and a bite to eat at the complimentary breakfast. Stay tuned until the end for a final review. So let's get a move on with Seals on the Move. At the Clarion Inn near Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Everybody gets a porch. It's pretty cool. This is our first time seeing the room. There we go. Ta-da! Ooh, it's a spacious room. See, oh, that door closes. Ooh, be careful with those doors. Ooh. Well, this is a very spacious room. You got a Keurig at the front with coffee, different coffee pods, not pots. Maxwell House, looks like a decaf Colombian Supreme. Got a good amount of cups too. Got your ice bucket, got your fridge here. Ooh, nice and iced over there for the freezer portion. Let's see, got a microwave and a safe. Kind of interesting having the kitchen right when you walk in. Then you've got like a little, cabinets with some, there's your ironing board might be on the other side. Yes, ironing board in there with some hangers. So if you want to hang up your clothes when you come and stay. Got the bathroom over there, we'll get that in a second. Got a full-length mirror and a trash can. Ooh, I really like the design of this room. This is really, really nice. A lot nicer than what I was expecting. The pictures online didn't quite do it justice, I feel like. Made it look a lot darker than it really is. That's a nice bed. Got some flower pictures on the wall. And got a side table, some lamps. And the cool thing about these rooms is you get porches. It looks like we have a porch out to the back, which is really cool. Some more lamps, another mirror. Got a good sized desk. It looks like you can have one of those where you can have keyboard right here, put your computer up there if you want to. Not sure what this is. It's stuck to it's the internet, I think, or it's just a cord holder or something. If you know in the comments what that is, it's probably something I should know, but I just don't. Another flower picture, the luggage holder. I like this kind of elevated ceiling though. That's neat. And TV's kind of small, but not too bad. Not bad at all. Got some cabinet space right here. Another lamp. A chair. So it's not a huge room. There's your phone. But, this is one of the not cheap hotels, but not expensive hotels. So you can see out the window. You got a cross up there on the hill. Let's go outside. If we can get this door open. I think I locked the door. Oh, wow. So yeah, there's Taco Bell. And we're not too far from Dollywood here. This is pretty close to Dollywood. So you got two chairs. Not much more room out here besides these two chairs. But pretty decent. Pretty decent. You can see all the way down. Yeah. It's got the back part of Pigeon Forge. That's kind of interesting down there. Some rusted old barns and whatnot. And the chairs do have cup holders. We have a mountains view off of our porch. That's nice. So under the TV, there's a stepping stool for some reason in the cabinet. I didn't even think to look in here because I didn't think there'd be anything in here. I don't know what that's for. Maybe to mess with the vents since they're up at the top. This is an interesting way to save some energy. Now we make our way back to the entrance. Here's the bathroom. Let's take a look at the bathroom. And let's find a light. Okay. So you got your sink area here. Some extra towels. You got a hair dryer. You got tissues. You got Institute Swiss conditioner, shampoo, and body lotion. And hand soap. Never heard of it. It's interesting going to hotels and seeing all the different soap brands. Then you got a shower. It's got a little tiny shower head, but it's one of the detachable kinds, which we have one of these at our apartment. I love these things. I'm glad they have one of these here. So now, I'm assuming this is the toilet room. And yes, nothing special. Trash can and toilet. One more thing, I always like to point these out. The do not disturb sign, not too thrilling. Oh, Rosie's closing the door. Please do not disturb, enjoying comfort. Makes sense, same company as Comfort Inn, Comfort Suites. Got a good view of stuff from up here on the 5th floor. You can even see down to the water slide in the pool and the hot tub. If you look down, there you go. So the outdoor portion of the pool first, which it's cool because you got a hot tub, you got a fire pit. Hopefully they'll light this tonight, because that would be neat. All sorts of tables and chairs. Got a slide. And a lot of seating area. Another fire pit. And a waterfall. That is cool. I like the waterfall. I don't think you can swim in the waterfall though. But that is really nice. You can see all the red reflecting in it. But yeah, it's really cool. And going up the slide. Ooh, this looks fun. That was fun. And there's little Rosie. Then you come over here, you got the indoor pool. Pretty cool. Got a hot tub. It's already hot enough in here though. And yeah, looks like they can put stuff down, put some decor on there. But yeah, nice little pool. It's really hot in here though. But the outdoor pool would feel a lot better.
Check-in is a bit later than at most hotels. It's 4 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. Checkout is at 11 a.m. The hotel's website says that the pool is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. However, the on-property signs say that the pool is open until 2 a.m.
On the right side of the hotel, there is a gazebo, if you feel like going and sitting in a gazebo. And strangely enough, there's horse-drawn carriages over there. I don't know what that's about. I really don't. That's really strange. Really, really weird. So you come in under the entrance. Got a bear statue over there. They even provide some rocking chairs out front, which Rosie's taking part in. Outside the front door, they have this whole separate room for the carts that you use to take stuff up to your room. Crazy. So in the entryway, you got a lot of coupon books. This is Pigeon Forge. Those are everywhere. I like these little cool bookmark ones. And then more over here. Lots of them. Little coupon books. Got a nice lobby. Some nice seating area. That's the eating area. Even a look into the second floor. Some more sitting area. It's a very nice lobby. ATM machine. Looks kind of like the Old Mill, which is a restaurant here in this area. And a TV. I like this, this decor. So this will be the eating area in the morning. And the pool's out here. There's an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. So down the hallway past the check-in area, you've got a business center, which I guess you need a card key to get in. It's a nice business center. You got a shredder, got some art, got a computer, printer, tape. There's no tape in it, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice little business center. It's nice that it's like separated too, and you have to use your card key to get in. Okay. Keep walking down here. They have the fitness center right here. Clarion Get Fit. So we'll go in there. Not a lot of equipment in here. You can get the job done. The general store ad for some reason. So you got some treadmills. You've got a water dispenser, that's nice. Got some weights. A stair stepper machine. I think this is one of those things that shakes you around. Isn't that what this is? No, it's like, okay, it elevates and it does different stuff, so you can do like squats and stuff like that. That's weird. Interesting. Very interesting. And you can look outside and see the Lumberjack attraction. So at the end of the hallway on the first floor, they have a vending machine. They got a soda vending machine, they got an ice machine, and they even got some public restrooms too over here. And then I think there's only on this floor, at least, yeah, on this floor I think there's only 2 rooms. So that's pretty interesting. Another really cool aspect, they have a coffee machine down here and some water and lemonade. So blueberry raspberry water. And you can just come and get it anytime. This is really nice. I always like it when they include a coffee machine downstairs. They've got ads in the elevator area for Dixie Stampede, or Dolly Parton Stampede. It used to be called Dixie Stampede, and Pirate's Voyage, which is a great show. I definitely recommend it. On the second floor, there are windows where you can look down into the lobby. This is very similar to the Drury Hotel in Franklin, Tennessee, which we saw and we stayed at. I like this kind of thing when they include this. You can see across to the other part of the hotel. And you walk around. It does kind of take away from the amount of rooms they can fit on this level. But yeah, there you go. From up here. Elevators are nothing to write home about. Got a little bit, some ads for local restaurants. Yeah, in general, nothing really to write home about, and they do take forever to get there. So that's something to remember. If you're on like the 2nd or 3rd floor, you might as well walk up the stairs. But 5th floor, that's quite a bit of stairs to walk up, so we're not planning to do that. But I find the hallways a neat design. Kind of rooms jammed off. Got a laundry room. Yeah, kind of some rooms are off to the side, like our room right there. It's just a neat design to me, and that kind of reminds me of coffee. From the 5th floor window of our hotel, you can see all sorts of stuff. You can see downtown Flavortown in that area. You can see the island. And off in the distance, the Great Smoky Mountains.
The hotel is right behind Lumberjack Square, a place with food, shopping, and entertainment, including a movie theater. It is literally just a walk across the hotel parking lot to get to this area.
So now we're going to breakfast. As you can see through here. Let's see, we got coffee and juice. Got apple and orange. And then all sorts of good stuff over here for the buffet. Let's see what we got. We got eggs. We have biscuits. Ooh, sausage links and gravy. And I'm sure this is bacon. Nope, breakfast potatoes. Well, it's all bacon online. Poor Rosie. Got muffins and bread with a toaster. Got some yogurt, whipped spread, peanut butter, waffles, maple syrup. And we got cereal with ketchup, hot sauce, and then milk. That's an interesting way to do the milk instead of a milk dispenser. And they have some apples. You have a choice of strong, normal, or mild. I like that. Even got teas. So here's my final review of this place. First we'll go with the positives, because that's always the best to go with. I mean, we're out here in the pool area. The pool is amazing. There's a slide over there that just shoots you out. It's awesome. This is one of the best slides I've ever been on at a hotel that we've done on our channel. There's an indoor pool with a hot tub. There's an outdoor hot tub. There's fire pit. Don't know how to turn the fire pits on though. Someone had turned it on yesterday, one of them, but neither of them worked when we tried to turn them on, so I don't know. There's even a waterfall back there behind us, like a little fountain waterfall feature that they're overfilling right now for some reason. But that's a positive, all this, the pool area. The lobby's very nice. They provide coffee all day. You can just get it right by the elevators, and they even provide some different kind, like a different kind of water and a lemonade. The breakfast is pretty good too. Good selection. They got sausage, eggs, biscuits, gravy. It's pretty tasty breakfast. No bacon, even though online with their pictures I saw bacon, but maybe they have it sometimes. There's a patio or a porch, however you want to say it, on each room. It's nice. You can just sit out there. Very small porch, but perfect to sit out in the morning and read or have your morning coffee or you know, that sort of thing. And so those are some of the positives. And then negative wise, our room was not properly cleaned before we came in. We saw, Rosie specifically saw some stuff on the floor at the entrance. There was something like some packaging left on the floor in the bathroom that wasn't ours. So not properly cleaned. The bed wasn't the most comfortable bed in the world. Could have done a little bit better with that. And the elevators are very slow. That seems to be a common problem with hotels. The Drury hotel that we stayed at in Franklin, Tennessee was one of the only ones that had really fast elevators. And so, you know, it feels like they have not kept this hotel up like they should have. There's a lot of damage to different things. Things look old and kind of not kept up. Those are my negatives. Going back to another positive is we're really close to the Lumberjack Square. So there's shops there, there's a movie theater, there's the Lumberjack kind of attraction. There's even a wildlife museum. I mean, they have all sorts of stuff over there, so you can walk to it. It's just across the parking lot of the hotel. Overall, despite the fact that I have so many positives, I would give this a 2 out of 5 because cleanliness is a very important thing at a hotel, and so is the bed. I mean, all this stuff is great, the extras, but the core of a hotel is the sleeping and the room. And it just, you know, it just 2 out of 5. If it wasn't for the other stuff, it would get a 1 out of 5. But yeah, it's for the price. This is one of the cheaper side of hotels. Not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. So you can kind of forgive them for a little bit, but it's 2 out of 5.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. What do you think of this hotel? Let us know in the comments. If you like this episode, give us a thumbs up. Share this with your friends, subscribe to stay up to date with our adventures, and strike the bell to be notified when we upload. If you would like to support us, our Patreon link is in the description, or you can click on one of the buttons below to give through YouTube. As always, thanks for watching and supporting.